Hey guys, welcome to the video. So in this video we will discuss IDFC First Bank's Q4 numbers. So IDFC First Bank has come out with this Q4 numbers. So we will try to understand each and every component of this report. Major things from the we'll try to extract major things from this report. So let's start with the first and foremost. Let's see the profit and loss statement. Where is the profit and loss statement? Yeah, it is here. So we will first go with the profit and loss statement. Let me first brief you how I would be analyzing this. So all numbers here are in lakhs, but I would be converting them into what crores, and I would be telling the numbers. So no need to worry. They all these numbers are set in crores. Firstly, this first column would be representing all the numbers in this column would be representing Q4 quarter, that is January, February, March of 2021. The second column would be representing Q3 quarter, October, November, December of 2020, and this third column would be representing Q4 of last year quarters, that is January, February, March of 2020. So being said that, and mainly the first two column comparison would be quarter on quarter comparison, whereas first and third column, whenever we make a comparison between first and third column, it will be a year on year comparison, in the sense for the same quarter, year on year comparison. So let's get started with this thing, starting with the interest earned. Okay, starting with the interest earned for this quarter was around, okay, let me come down. Okay, interest earned for this quarter is at around 3992 crores, whereas last quarter it was at around 4100 crores. So there is a slight dip seen in the interest earned, and total income is at around 4834. Last quarter it was at around 4860 crore. So a negligible dip is seen in the total income, and this can be ignored as of now, because as of now the COVID situation, we all know that the economy is not doing good. That's why there is a impact majorly seen on banks, and this is not a huge impact on the bank as of now when compared to other banks. So this there is a slight dip seen in the total income. Now go down. Total Let's go start with the total expenditure. So total expenditure for this quarter is at around 4188 crores. Last quarter it was 4199 crore. So again, there is a slight reduction seen in total expenditure. This is also negligible. Let's get to the main thing, that is net profit thing. Oh, before that we will see the provisioning thing. Provisioning. Oh, where is the provisioning? So this is the provisioning. Okay, for this quarter 602 crores of provisioning is being made. Last quarter it was of around 482 crores, whereas this quarter the provisioning has increased almost around 120 crores. So there is slightly increase in provisioning being made. Provisioning have increased because there will be an increase in NPS. That's why the provisioning would have been increased. That is one main thing. So this is little bit concerning for us right now. Coming down is the net profits. So net profit for this quarter is at around 127 crore. Yeah, 127 crore. Last quarter it was at around 129 crores. So there is not a major impact seen on this net profits. So there is a 2 crore, I guess, 29 27, a 2 crore dip seen in the net profits. This is also negligible. So coming down, here is the NPA section. So this is again an important thing. NPA for this quarter is at around 4. Okay, let me first convert this. 4303 crores. Last quarter it was at around 1289 crore. So NPAs have drastically increased. NPAs have drastically increased quarter on quarter. So this is a bad sign. This is a bad sign for the company and for the investors. The major reason here can be said as last quarter, whatever the pro forma pro forma NPAs were there, they all have been settled into the normal NPAs. That's why there is a major high numbers being seen in this NPA section. Number one thing, and second, net NPAs is also around 1883 crores. It has also increased. Last quarter it was at around 3000, I guess only 320 crores. This quarter it has increased. Taking a percentage view, this quarter the gross NPA is at around 4.15%. Last quarter it was 1.33%. This is a huge number. There is a rise of NPAs in a huge number. That's what I can say. But whatever we are saying, it is not a clear thing, because last there is nothing like a suddenly the bank has incurred the NPS this quarter. Bank was getting this kind of NPS from last moratorium stuff, whatever happened last year. From that time only bank was knowing this kind of NPS will be happening. But during that time those NPS were classified under more pro forma kind of stuffs. That's why those numbers were not included here. But whereas in this all those numbers are included. That's why high number is seen in NPS. This is one thing, one major thing. So this was all about profit and loss statement. So in profit and loss there is no major what dip or a rise seen in total income. Of course we can't expect any rise, but as we are seeing on in most of the banks there is dips being seen. But here there is no kind of major dip seen in total income or net profit for the bank. And on the other side the NPS have slightly increased, but this can also be ignored, assuming that last quarter most of the NPS were under pro forma. This quarter they have been moved to the normal NPS section. But the major thing which we need to notice here is provisioning. Whatever the bank has made the provisioning here around 602 crores. Going forward, banks I guess I am assuming that going forward banks will still need to make a higher amount of provisioning, because NPS all this pro forma NPS are moved to normal NPS, but provisioning is not done so aggressively in this quarter. So I am assuming that in coming quarters bank would be uh, again making a kind of a separate provisioning for all this NPS. So bank is not going with the clean hand in the next in the for the next financial year. It is taking few of its stressed asset. It is continuing with few of its stressed asset. It is not a good thing. Because whenever this being the Q4 quarter, most of the banks would be settling all the things, and most of them want to go with the clean hands. But we still don't know how the bank would be addressing this NPS going forward. So these were the things all about NPS. Now let's get into the main thing, that is about cash flow statement. That is very much important. So as this is Q4, bank will come with the cash flow statements. So this is the cash flow statement. Now here we will be seeing cash from operating activities, cash from investing activities, cash from financing activities. So overall after doing all plus minus thing, we will get to know whether there is a net inflow or outflow of a cash in the business. So at the end here, net cash flow in the cash equivalent cash. Okay, excuse me guys. Okay, excuse me guys. Here down. Okay, give me a second. Here down, the first number, whatever it is, Net cash in cash equivalent is at around at the end of the period. Net cash in cash equivalent ABC, okay, is at around 1637 crore. So there is an inflow of 1637 crore seen in this year, 2021 financial year, whereas for the last previous year, 2020 financial year, there was an outflow of around 5375 crore. So there is an improvement in cash flow. This is a good sign. As we can see, last year the bank was struggling with many things, like it has dealt with the infrastructure loans, all those kind of stuff. That's why the bank performance was very bad last year, but this year it has come out with all those things. Now it is getting stronger and stronger. That's why we are seeing there is a cash inflow seen in this year. So cash and cash equivalent, presently banks cash and cash equivalent for at the end of the period is at around, one second, let me draw it here, is at around 5827 crores, whereas last year it was at around 4190 crores. So this is a good sign. So bank's positioning is good. Everything cash inflow, cash flow statements are good, profit and loss statements are good. The only thing I am worried in this sector, in this segment, is NPS have increased, but provisioning is not made that much whatever is required, I feel. So this would be a concerning thing, and which we need to keep in mind going forward with this bank. So these were two main things, profit and loss statement and cash flow statement. Now coming to my opinion, presently the stock is trading at around 56 rupees. So I I personally don't prefer this stock right now. No, the reason is very much simple for me. My reason does not is not related to the MD or CEO, because the management is perfectly good. He is doing his Mr. Vaidyanathan. He is one of the best in the business kind of a person. He does each and everything good, but what I feel here is the bank is now mainly moving to retail segment, and retail segment also it is mainly issuing loans in under personal for personal, it is mainly issuing personal loans. So here, under personal loans, what I am feeling right now is the bank is robustly lending the loans. Here I am very much worried, because when in this kind of a situation where COVID crisis and everything is happening, most of the small poor section of people, or else middle class people, are majorly affected, and they would be in need of money, but there is no guarantee that they would be paying the money of when the situation would have ended. So this is one major thing. That's why until and unless the COVID situation is resolved, I am not going with this bank, because this bank is now majorly around 50% of its business is dealt in retail business. So and here, as you might have noticed this thing, getting a loan, personal loan from IDFC First Bank is much easier when compared to other banks. So yeah, it is a good sign, but in this kind of a situation where everything is going badly, I personally feel that it is better to get away with what just be far from this retail business oriented, retail sector oriented businesses. So that's why my personal opinion is I would be not going with this stock right now. uh, that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this thing, and if you liked my video, I let just like the just hit the like button, give me a thumbs up, and if yeah, if you want to share any ideas, just comment down in the comment section. Thank you, bye bye.